Land and Water are a group of companies that specialise in dredging, plant hire, marina management, water-wise training and environmental solutions.
We have a lot of remote sites all around the country, often right out in the middle of nowhere. So for us, mobile communications is very important. The main issues with our old system was that it was 3 individual phone systems, and they interacted with each other as if they were separate systems. You didn't know who was calling who from what system. You tried to transfer calls between them, and if it went to voicemail on the other end or they didn't answer, the call was lost.
My main pain points with our previous supplier was account management. It wasn't reactive enough, it didn't understand what we did and how a problem with our comms could affect our whole operation.
Their telecoms estate was completely disjointed. They had their fixed line somewhere, they had their mobile somewhere, they had their internet somewhere else, and they were really struggling to manage the multiple vendors they had at that point.
Previously we had 7 suppliers providing our telecoms estate. Through Olive we've reduced that to 1, which has reduced the burden on our back office and delivered savings to our bottom line.
We felt like Olive really cared about our business and the product they were giving us, rather than just providing us with a service and just leaving it as it is.
What Olive allow us to do is get on with our core business.
We want to understand the business requirements, we want to understand the user requirements, we want to understand the pain points, and what we'll do from that is we'll build a solution based on what they've told us. We won't go there with a single solution and force that upon them.
We had to decide the different packages that we wanted for our different users. So from that we established that we had the full users that were going to be working in the office and have a mobile phone. We had the mobile only users, and we had our site operators, the digger drivers. So we put a package together that suited each different person's needs. So the operators, for example, could be put on a pence per minute plan because they don't use it for anything more than calls and texts. We had various engineers come in to survey our different sites, learn about the business.
From our experience of telecom providers, we were very nervous about moving all our comms estate to one provider or one platform, but what Olive have delivered and the end solution has surpassed anything we could have hoped for.
We've moved from just lines and calls of Olive's onto the full converged Vodafone One Net system, which has brought our landlines, calls, lines, mobiles all into one system and one bill and one support team and one account management structure. The sites and the offices can communicate with each other a lot better. There's a central directory of contacts now, which we didn't have before, which constantly updates. So when someone from a site manager ring in, someone in the office knows exactly who's calling them. We can return the calls better. We know when someone's missed a call. The single voicemail across sites has become very useful for us because a lot of people are office-based and site-based. You're not always by your desk phones, so people aren't missing voicemails anymore, and they're not missing calls.
Our business is fast moving, so we need to adapt and customise how our comms work and are routed around the country. With the new solution, we can change that ourselves internally very quickly.
In addition to finding us the perfect solution for Land and Water, suited all of the business's needs, their account management and consultancy really made them stand out for us.
I would recommend Olive. At a time where we'd almost lost faith in the telecoms industry, Olive came through and delivered exactly what we needed.